What's up guys, my name is Nate and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a service on ye old central vacuum. I actually just realized that this central vacuum is, I think, 22 years old, almost 23 years old in fact, and it's been since September since it was last emptied, and I didn't even empty it that September. My dad actually emptied it, so the last proper cleaning this thing's actually gotten was probably, maybe, I don't know, a year ago, probably, almost. So, this thing probably needs some cleaning. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run a cleaning cloth through all of the vents in the house to make sure everything is nice and squeaky clean. Probably I'm going to be doing only the ones that get used the most, which is the one in the main hallway, the one in the laundry area, the one that's in the upstairs hallway, and the one that's in the bedroom. The one that's in the living room, the one that's out in the garage, I'm not too worried about because those ones don't get used. But I will probably have the hose plugged in out in the garage so I can check for any audible leaks throughout the entire system. Then, after I do a full wipe down with these special vacuum cloths, I will take this thing apart and clean it. Now, the problem with this next step is usually in my older videos, I use my Dyson DC65 with its nice long stretchable hose. That does work, but the problem is I don't have the DC65 here anymore. In fact, it's either gone, which I hope it wasn't because that vacuum was still in perfect condition, or it is at my dad's work, which is the lot more reasonable reason. And there was another vacuum that I had, which was a Dyson Ball Animal 2, which I did a repair on. I don't know if I made a video of that or not. I don't think I did because it wasn't that exciting. It was the same repair as I did to the other two vacuums I did on my old channel. But that vacuum also lived here. It also lived in the basement because the DC65 used to live on the second floor, and that one, the Animal Ball 2, lived down here because the central vacuum was mostly used for the first floor only. But since I do not like using the Kenmore Elite 700 series vacuum canister vacuum cleaner because it does not have a very good dust seal, I just used the central vacuum upstairs recently. So that inlet was very finicky to get in and out because that inlet is slightly broken on the back of the wall. Can't really fix that because I don't have the stuff to do it. I would do it if I had the time and if I was here longer, but I'm going to be gone another whatever amount of weeks, so it's not going to matter because my dad's just going to use the Kenmore upstairs and this one for the main floor. They rarely clean this basement. They rarely vacuum down here, so I'm going to use the Kenmore and try my best to clean up inside to where that metal mesh filter is. So let's get started. Hopefully this project does not fall down. I hope it doesn't. It'd be really bad. To clean the hose and also the inlet pipes, we're actually going to be using these central vacuum free flow pipe hose maintenance sheets. They tune up your central vacuum system theoretically by clearing out any debris, deodorize the pipes, prevent clogs, and they're easy to use. You basically just pop one out and just suck one into this thing. So hopefully our central vacuum, and also these are slightly wet, so hopefully these will work just fine. Yep, they're actually pretty dry now, really. So let's pull one out here. Actually, they're kind of wet. Let's see if I can get this to work. We bought these like a year ago, so this is going to be a little bit harder than I thought. Alright, that was a pain to get out of that container because it would not rip out of the way. So now I'm just going to move this out of the way. Oh, the cap's not screwed on there. Sorry for my hand. I need my tripod. Okay, I'm getting my tripod. You would think since I've been recording YouTube videos for about 5 years, I would have been actually getting good at this, but obviously not. Okay, so we have the sheet. I'll try to put this cap on, I guess, which will just pop on, I guess. There you go, and that just kind of, yay. And then you turn your vacuum on, make sure the valve seal is closed, and you turn it on vacuum. And clean. How exciting. And now I'm going to do this probably about 4 more times. Alright, so now what I've done is, now I'm going through and checking all of these inlets for leaks. I have the vacuum running downstairs, as you can hear. So it is definitely keeping it sealed there. I'm going to turn this fan off. Can't really tell though, because I have to be quiet while I'm listening. Oh, it has the tiniest leak. You can barely hear it. I call that good enough. I'm gonna check this one. My dad's in there though. Alright, now the one in the downstairs hallway, which is right there actually. Most people really don't know where it is. It's kind of hidden, not really. Okay. This one's leaking a little bit. Probably at the top though. It's also, as you can tell, it's been hit a couple times because it's installed a little crooked. This one I forgot it's a little bit broken. Again, just a little bit. Can barely hear it, so I think I'll call it good enough. This one you can actually hear pretty well that it's leaking. This one leaks a little bit. And this one, which... it always leaks. I've tried fixing this one. I think this one just needs to be full out and replaced. But this one also does. This one's the furthest away from the unit, from the house, as it's out in my garage. But the two that really leak the most are this one and the one that are in the garage. But they're the furthest away, so even though they're leaking and you can hear them, but it's not terribly awful. And you can still tell that it's getting quite a bit of suction if I just pull on a little bit like that. It makes a funny sound too, which I probably just scared the cat with. Huh, did I just scare you? Sorry. But yeah, so it's probably fine. As you can tell, that's what the unit sounds like now. Probably tell the motor has gotten a little bit worse. Maybe even a lot. If I've looked back, I'll check again. Oh, right there. I moved around because the exhaust is right in front of it. It doesn't exhaust outside, which this unit should be exhausted outside, but it isn't. Then we have the high frequency filter on the top. Still getting some good suction though, even it's right by the unit. I call it pretty good. That motor sounds interesting, doesn't it? But there's really not much we can do. Probably once my dad's going to redo this entire room here, and he's actually going to extend it out more into the room once they take out this wall, because there's some mold growing behind this wall, because this is an exterior wall, and you can tell there's mold growing because if you just look at these, actually this one is a pretty good one to look at. You can just look at it and see, yeah, there's some water damage here. It's pretty bad. So he has to rip out basically this entire wall. So when he does that, he's going to redo this room, redo everything that's on this wall and have it finished. This, I want it moved to the floor for a brand new unit, which I'm probably going to get like a MD Silent Master or something. So that's basically it. But now I just got to clean the unit. Alright, here's about a 30-second time lapse of me cleaning the unit. So here's me taking the unit out, to patting the extra excess dirt that was stuck onto the cloth bag. Here's me going into the garage and cleaning the bag. The bag was actually, or the filter bag, it was actually pretty dirty, so I cleaned it pretty well with my dad's shop vac.
and I also emptied the bucket. So this next clip was actually a couple hours later. I had an eye doctor's appointment and my eyes were dilated, so I waited until about 7 o'clock at night before my vision came back to put it back together. And now here's the rest of the vacuum. Put it back together.
Alright guys, well that's it. So thanks so much for watching. The Central Vac has been fully cleaned and emptied for the year. As you can see, the date has been written on it. Today's replaced on the 29th. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, I don't even know anymore. Also, this pen is completely disgusting. It should just be thrown away. There you go. Anyway, guys, that's it. Peace and high five.